we are going to study Hartley oscillator. Hartley oscillator produces alternating signal. We can see the alternating signal here. This is our alternating signal AC. We need to measure the time period, and from time period we will determine the frequency. Frequency is reciprocal of time period. F is equal to 1 by T. Reciprocal of time period is frequency, and the theoretical value of frequency can be determined by the formula F is equal to 1 by 2 pi root LC. Okay. So this is the circuit connection. We are connecting a capacitor here, and we are connecting the inductor L1 and L2. Okay. And this is to measure the output voltage. So we are measuring the output voltage. For the first set of readings, C1 is 0.047, L1 is 5 millihenry and L2 is 5 millihenry. Okay. For this set of readings, this is the output waveform. We will trace the output waveform and we will measure the time period. Time period is the time taken for one particular oscillation. Okay. The reciprocal of time period will be frequency, and then frequency of theoretical can be determined by F is equal to 1 by 2 pi root LC, where L is equal to L1 plus L2, that is 5 plus 5, L is 10 millihenry and C is 0.047 microfarad. After that, we will change the value of C. We will keep it at C2 is equal to 0.01. We can clearly see when we change the value of C, we can see that our waveform has changed. So we will note the value. We will measure the time per divisions. Time period, we measure the time period as a time per divisions and multiply the time per division scale. For this particular value, the time per division is 0.1 millisecond. We can clearly see that the time per division here is 0.1 millisecond. Okay. So time per division is 0.1 millisecond. And how will we measure the time period? Time taken for one particular oscillation. So here we are measuring the output. And this is our wave. Time period is the time taken for one particular oscillation, and we'll multiply the divisions into time per division to get the time period. Okay. Time period is measured as time for one wave. Okay. One up movement and one down movement, and this is considered as one complete time period. We can change the time period. Time per divisions and volt per divisions can be changed using the CRO. See, this is how we change the time per division. When the time per division is 0.5, this is our waveform, and as we decrease the scale 0.1, 0.2, we can see the waveform is also changing. So this is how we can measure. For different values, we will be noting the frequency, the experimental as well as theoretical frequency using the CRO and our formula. So L2 and L1 are 5 millihenry in the first case. For the next combination, we will change the value of L1 and L2. We will just keep it at 10 millihenry. So at 10 millihenry, we can clearly see the values of L1 and L2 when they are 10 and 10, and when the capacitance is 0.01 microfarad, we can see the output waveform. So here we can measure the time period, and the reciprocal of time period is frequency, and the experimental value of frequency can be determined by F is equal to 1 by 2 pi root LC, where L is L1 plus L2 10 plus 10, which is 20 millihenry, and C is 0.01 microfarad. This is the circuit. Circuit is already inbuilt. Our aim is just to connect the capacitor and the inductor. Rest of the circuit is already inbuilt, and we need to measure the output. So the plugs of CRO are usually connected here. So our oscillator, we are giving 5 volts of DC and we are getting the output AC. Okay. Oscillator's function is to convert DC to AC. Direct current is converted to alternating current. And how much we need to measure the output is having certain frequency. Okay. That frequency is 1 by 2 pi root LC. So we can get the AC of desired frequency by changing the value of inductance and capacitance. We can change the frequency of our output. Whenever we change the value of capacitance as well as inductance, our frequency changes. See. So after changing the value of capacitance, we have clearly seen that the frequency is changing. So this is how we can measure the frequency and time period, and experimentally verify Hartley oscillator's output waveform. So this is the capacitor C1 and C2. Capacitor stores the charges and the energy of the capacitor is half CV square. These are the inductance coils which are inbuilt. 10, 5 millihenry. In calculations, milli is 10 power minus 3 and micro here, capacitance is in micro, so we have to take 10 power minus 6 farad, and for milli we have to take 10 power minus 3 Henry. Thank you.